This is on Brent Hatley's YouTube channel.
There's Brent right there.
Hatley.
What?
You're smoking cigarettes now? Hatley.
You think that's a cigarette?
That's not. I think that's
Hatley.
I think that's a joint.
No. Somebody said that you did admit on the Miserable Men show that you do smoke cigarettes sometimes when you get stressed out.
I was working, so we didn't get thrown off YouTube.
No wonder you got equipment problems. You're fucking high as a
Oh, no, yeah.
Dear God.
Oh, okay, Brent. So you're treating us like a bunch of marks now.
Yeah, like don't
you're not really smoking Marlboro Lights,
right?
No, he would smoke Newports anyhow.
Yeah.
No, Hatley, have you been a cigarette guy?
Oh no. Only every now and then I smoke these things called cloves, but it's like
Yeah, but you did that. You did that.
I did that back in the day, but
Yeah.
when I'm on there,
Until people started dying from smoking cloves, like in the 90s.
What are cloves?
it's a blend of tobacco and the clove.
Like the plant?
Yeah, the
clove?
plant. Yep. And when you're on certain substances, it goes well with it.
They make your lips kind of like numb, tingly.
Yeah.
They do?
They taste good.
Blitz, have you ever smoked a cigarette?
Probably like one or two.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in high school.
Am I a pussy by never having smoked a cigarette?
They're gross.
They're terrible.
They're
They
horrible.
taste awful.
When I was in high school, like cloves was kind of the big thing. So
Cloves do taste good.
yeah.
A lot of me calming down in life and maybe doing things different or looking at things different, certainly looking at things different, has to do with me finally at the age of 46, trying marijuana. And if you remember, Blitz, Brent,
Yeah.
you guys, I used to buy weed to have weed.
You'd sit in your kitchen and play with it for hours.
So that I would have good weed for my friends. And then Blitz would be like, all your friends really appreciate the weed, but the more you touch it, the worse it gets.
Well, he would buy it and then like crush it up and break it up and then like leave it there for like a month or two.
And it would dry out.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like, man, come on, leave it as buds.
Right. So Brent will tell you, I always had weed for the boys, but
Yeah.
I never smoked it. In fact, I would make fun of them, be like, you guys are a bunch
As long
of
as you spray
potheads.
down, I don't care.
Yeah.
Bunch of potheads. Hatley, brush your teeth before hanging out with me,
Yeah,
pothead.
spray down.
So we would have, when we'd watch football, you'd have Listerine outside. So we'd
I
go
know.
outside and smoke, and we'd have to swish Listerine.
And
before we came
spray
back in.
yourself with Lysol.
Right.
My infamous spray down, Coco.
Yeah, spray down.
Coco, I don't care. Spray down. Are you
Declare
fucking-
yourself.
Yeah, you have to declare. You remember that, Hatley?
Declare yourself.
I had such a Anna. We had this game room, right? And your back was facing the door,
Right.
And so I would be.
It was dark.
I would never be outside getting high. All the other guys, so I'd be by myself at times watching the football games, and the door would open. Well, I didn't want to have to lean
Turn
to see.
around or
So
whatever.
the rule
Yeah.
would be you'd have to declare yourself.
Declare
so
yourself.
The door would open. You hear, Blitz. Okay,
Yeah.
Blitz. And the door opening. Coco. Okay, Coco. The door would open up. Craig the Bulldog. Okay, Craig. Door would open up. Hatley. Okay, Hatley. And I'd make them declare themselves. They would be so high, and I'd be like making fun of them. You guys are a bunch of dumbasses, potheads, degenerates.
They can only see you now.
And then they always told me, man, you'd be cool as hell high. Man, you calm down. Coco used to be like, you need to calm down and burn a timeout, buddy. You need to get, and I never would. Well, one time I was trying to go to bed, and Blitz was out there getting high, and I go, Blitz, show me how to do it. Blitz,
And you had no idea what you were doing.
So your first time was with
obviously.
Blitz?
So hold on, Blitz is out there trying to show me how to get high.
I was trying to keep you from getting. I was like, come on, you don't want to do this.
Yeah, Blitz is like, and I'm like, no, I want to do it. Well, I didn't do it right.
Why did you come around?
Well,
you just couldn't
hold on,
sleep?
that was years before I really came around.
Right. That was
But
long
like,
before you
what
actually did start
made you
smoking.
curious enough to try with him? Because you probably weren't being peer pressured. That's
No, I
probably
wasn't.
what it
No,
was.
we
just
were
wanted
telling
to-
him not to.
I just wanted to be cool. Like, I thought it was cool, but I wanted to be even cooler because they looked like they were having
Yeah,
so
but it
much
seemed like they
fun.
tried to pressure you into it before and you didn't do it, and then all
I
of a
know.
sudden you just one day.
So Hatley, at the age of 46, okay, so this is literally just 10 years ago. Hatley still worked for me. It was the last year that you worked for me, and Hatley knew that I didn't like the aspect of smoking. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like. I think smoking's dirty, and
Well,
so
it is.
I'm like, so Hatley got one of these volcanoes, and he comes. Hatley, just like Hatley always says, come walk in. Bubba, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna finally get you high. What do you mean, Hallie? You don't got to smoke it. See what this? There's this big. See this big bag right here? This is full of smoke.
Big
Okay.
old Zeppelin.
Vapor.
This big old thing,
Vapor,
and
yeah.
it's got a one-way valve on it. So I got a bag. Manson can have a bag. Shannon can have a bag. Bubba, you can have a bag, and we'll all have our own bags. And 25 will go out there and cook it, and he'll bring our bags into it. And then you just put your bag over there, and it kind of just stands upright. And then when you take a hit off of it, I go, that still seems like smoking to me, Hatley. He's like, no, it's completely vapor, and you'll get high as a billy goat. I'm like, okay. I try it. Whoa. And I haven't looked back since.
Yeah.
I have not looked back since. And I'm like, but Hatley, you're the one that finally got me to try it with the big Zeppelin volcano gimmick.
I loved those things. Those
Are
were
they even
awesome.
around anymore?
I haven't seen one in a long time because everybody has the pins that they walk around
Yeah,
with.
there's
Right.
really
You
no
can't
need.
walk around with a big bag. Remember how big it was?
It was like a balloon.
Hey, but it went just like Reefer Madness said. Bubba took one hit and he was hooked.
Yeah, no, it's going to rape women. I said.
Was that it?
Yes, this was exactly
Yeah,
it.
that's
and
it.
Hatley, I think you had one personally.
I did because I had broken my jaw, and R.I.P. Blind James sent me one from California.
And they were expensive. They were like $500 back
Yep.
then.
Yep, and he had to tell me over the phone like how to operate this thing.
And so Blind
Before
James.
that, they had other vaporizers, but they weren't like as fancy as
Right.
this one.
No.
The Volcano kind of, for lack of a better term, commercialized it.
Absolutely.
Kind of made it was kind of like the Mr. Coffee
They,
of
they made it like a real appliance.
right.
Yep.
Right. It's like, before we used to make coffee before Mr. Coffee, you had to put the grounds and the thing.
Yeah.
And Mr. Coffee had this made it like it was one process. You put the bag on top of the machine and turned it on with some weed in it.
Yep.
And then it produced this stuff, and it was that easy.
Yep.
And then when you're
$700.
are they still 700?
Yeah, it's about that's how much they were
20%
back
off
in the day.
coupon.
My God, I wouldn't buy. Now,
No
do
way.
Do they do it like a hookah style now?
That one does, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like the bag. I could bring back the bags.
Yeah, 'cause-
I think we got one laying around here somewhere.
I think there's one back here somewhere.
Brent, I think I still got one.
Yeah, those. I liked having the bag because it had the valve on it, and you could just sit there.
And it just kind of feather it all
Yeah,
day. Yeah.
yep.
But now there's like portable ones, like you can use flower vaporizers, like handheld ones now, so you don't need that giant contraption.
Yeah, they even have
It's
ones.
like almost like everything's like remember how big microwaves used to be? They're like the size of a washing machine.
Yeah.
Now they're the size of a shoebox.
Well, now you can vaporize wax. They have those things that you can.
Dabs.
Yeah, you can. You can have a pen that vaporizes that.
I
too.
got Anna trying to get a hold of. Remember when we had a deal with Grav Labs?
Oh.
I reached out to them yesterday.
You did?
I got an automated response back, so I think
That doesn't stop you, honey.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know what's going on. But
Perfect.
I'm going to wait a couple days and then I'll send another message.
Perfect. Blitz, I'm going to try to get a hold of Grav Labs and be like, listen, when I wasn't into weed, you guys used to promote the show. Well, now I'm into it. Can you guys help me out with some stuff? So
Now
Blitz,
that it's legal, you have your card.
yeah, Hatley, if we put an order in, let me know. I'll get you something.
Oh, definitely.
Blitz has got his eye on these individually glass joint rollers or something like that. Didn't you? And Blitz, isn't that what you wanted? And then maybe
Yeah,
a
yeah.
nice water pipe or a bubbler or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Anna, if you hear from them, that'd be great.
Of course. I'll follow up with it